Hi there, I'm Katie B., nutrition coach and the creator of Small Change Nutrition. I believe that every woman, no matter what stage of life she's in, can have the body she wants without giving up everything else in her life or being uncomfortable all of the time. I'm committed to sharing what I've learned over the last 10 years so that you can make long-lasting changes and feel your best. We can do this together. Small changes make big impacts over time. That is the heart of what I do here at Small Change Nutrition. We don't have 20/20 vision, ladies. No, we have 20/30 vision. If you're someone who wants to change, but you feel overwhelmed, or like you don't have the time, or like you've tried and failed and relapsed before, I cannot wait to talk to you. Today, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite oils. While some oils can be consumed internally and others are just for topical or aromatic use, incorporating essential oils has been part of my health and wellness journey, so I cannot wait to share. Let's dive in. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about what is becoming one of my favorite oils, and that is frankincense. I say becoming because I seem to have been using it a lot recently. I'm currently 7 weeks postpartum, so you also might be able to hear my son in the background. He's making some of his little chirping noises, and he's kind of sleeping, dozing in and off right now. So if you hear him, that's what's going on over there. But I say becoming because frankincense wasn't necessarily always one of my favorites. I didn't not like it. It just wasn't what drew me into essential oils. But in my postpartum journey, which is what I want to share with you all today, it is definitely becoming one of my top oils. So I'll cover off on how I'm using all of that in a minute. I'll also talk about some of the different oils that I like to combine it with, as well as why I'm even talking about frankincense. So let's get right to it. Like I said, frankincense, this is the one that I use by doTERRA. If you want to know why I specifically chose doTERRA, I'll have a link to that video and you can hear more about that story. And so the reason that I wanted to talk about frankincense and why it's become such an important part of my postpartum journey, like I mentioned earlier, is just because I've been using it in so many different ways. So one of the first ways that I've been using it is actually topically. So I delivered, like I said, just over 7 weeks ago. I had a essentially unmedicated natural birth. Now, my water broke early, and so I did end up having Pitocin, but I didn't have anything else along with that in terms of like pain medications or anything like that. And I didn't really tear. I did have a small tear, but other than that, I had a pretty actually easy is definitely not the right word. It was extremely intense, but I had I guess the birth that I wanted to be able to have. And I've really been focusing on my postpartum healing and recovery now. So one way that I use frankincense is topically. I actually mix it in a roller ball like this. So this one specifically comes pre-mixed with coconut oil. You can buy this directly from doTERRA, but I just mix it in a roller ball with some lavender and coconut oil and then apply that directly. Usually I'll apply it to my hand and then just kind of rub it on any parts that are sore. Realistically, I don't necessarily use this like inside, but more so outside on my pubic bone, or my tailbone was like really, really sore after. And now I did have stitches, so I didn't use it directly on that because everything obviously was extremely tender down there. But I started using this almost immediately after I got home from the hospital, so maybe within a week postpartum. We were there for 2 days. Um, the other way that I use this, and way I started using much, much, much sooner, is I took one of these, and I believe this bottle is like 30 milliliters. So I put like 15 to 20 drops of frankincense and then about 15 to 20 drops of lavender. I put some aloe vera in there, not the green kind. I'll have the kind that I use linked down below, and witch hazel. And I use this as like a peri spray. So this was extremely soothing. At the hospital, they'll probably give you witch hazel pads, which I did use, but I found that I could use this spray after using the bathroom, and it was really, really cooling and helped with soreness, and both kind of like, not muscle soreness, but like soreness and also skin sensitivities. Try it out on a small patch first, but frankincense and lavender are both extremely healing. They're great for skin conditions. So I found that this really, really made me feel, it just felt extremely soothing. So I'll have the witch hazel that I used, the aloe that I used, linked down below as well. And then, of course, I did use lavender essential oil from doTERRA. So the other way that I have used frankincense in the past before is in a roller ball, and I mixed it with copaiba, and I've put that on any like sore areas. So if for a while I had this kind of like sore spot on my knee, which really actually was from some like tight muscles in my thigh, but anywhere that I was sore, I just was applying that in a roller ball. So again, equal parts, maybe like 15 drops each of frankincense and copaiba. Fill the rest up with fractionated coconut oil and put it in a roller ball, and that's how I would use that. I also use the roller ball of frankincense directly on my son. He's 7 weeks old. Now, I'll either roll a little bit onto him or I'll roll it on my hand and rub it on him. Frankincense, remember, is an ancient oil, right? So it was used in biblical times, it was used by the ancient Egyptians, and is really considered to be the king of oils. It was an anointing oil. And so I like to think that I'm kind of anointing him, if you will. I really use this on him almost every day. I don't do it every day, but I try to. Just a little bit. I'll rub it on his back. It's one of our like bonding mother-son times, and it's special. So I like to use that that way. He has not had any skin sensitivities or any reactions or anything like that to it. I did dilute it though in the coconut oil. The other way that I have used this is it is actually in the roller ball that I was using during pregnancy for stretch mark prevention, and would be something that I would use for stretch marks. I actually didn't really get any stretch marks, but I was constantly rolling stuff on my belly, using lotion, and doing all of the things. And I really believe that that helped prevent me from getting stretch marks. The other way that I like to use frankincense is in my diffuser. And I do this again where I'll add lavender to frankincense or bergamot or copaiba. All three of these really blend nicely with frankincense. Now, frankincense on its own, if you use too much, can be a little bit, in my opinion, chemically. It just smells like that to me. It doesn't smell bad. It just, you'll know if you use too much. So a couple drops is usually enough. I also really like to mix it with grapefruit. I found this recipe on Pinterest, and I am not sure what the original recipe was, but I'll put like 3 drops of grapefruit and 3 drops of frankincense, and it smells amazing. The grapefruit obviously is very citrusy and bright, and the frankincense kind of tones it down, but they both just complement each other really, really, really well. So love that. I love to do that. Sometimes I'll also use frankincense and add it to a blend in my diffuser that already has frankincense. So if you're someone that uses essential oils or you have some essential oil blends, you can add frankincense in your diffuser to a blend that already has frankincense in it, and that can just be really, really nice. Finally, why am I even talking about essential oils today, specifically frankincense essential oil? Well, the reason for that is that right now in the month of December, doTERRA is running a promotion where you can actually get a free bottle of frankincense. And I would love to share with you more about how you can do that. So, if that is something that you would like, I will have the link to my website directly down below in the description box. I'll also have a link to my why I got into essential oils, as well as some instructions if that's something that you're interested in. And I'll also have a link if you want to connect with me directly. Otherwise, comment, subscribe. I would really love to be in touch with you. And the reason that I felt it was so important to share this is just because right now in my journey, frankincense has been a game changer. Like I said, it's really helped in my postpartum. I feel safe using doTERRA's frankincense on my son. And it has just been truly a game changer for me in these last 7 weeks. And so I'm hoping that I can share that with you. So if there's any new mothers, anyone else in their postpartum journey out there, I would really love to connect with you. And I hope you got something out of this video. So thanks so much. I'll talk to you later.